Hey everyone, Dylan here, and in today's video, it might be a little bit of a depressing video, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm not gonna talk about fun topics, but I'm gonna talk about why I personally hate winter, more than, the normal reasons why someone might hate winter. So, to start, I have had a lot of bad things happen during the winters. Of course, there was a little bit of a gap in between bad stuff happening, but I'll start at the start from the earliest memories of bad stuff really happening that I can recall the most. There might be even more that I just don't remember from early childhood, but so I ended up meeting my grandfather in 2000, I don't know, 5 maybe, 2004. From my mom's side, and I had not known him for very long, but I knew him for 2 years, and I really liked him and got more close with him, and then he ended up dying right before, I believe, 2007. I think it was right before actually, it was right before 2008. He he almost made it to the next year or whatever. Like I said, I can't completely remember if it was 2006 or 7. I know I just said it was I think it was 2008, but I do know it was in the winter time, right before he almost made it 2007 or 2008. I can't 100% remember, but I think it was almost 2008. But I really liked him, and he died, and what was significant about that is that was the first time someone had died in my life that I was close to. And I was still a kid, and I wasn't that close to him because I only knew him for 2 years, but I was still close to him. I didn't cry or anything because he passed away. Because one, I was younger, let's see, I turned 18 in 2013, I think. So let's see, I probably would have been I don't know what, 11, 12, well, 10, 11. I was really young. So it may not have, because I wasn't as close with him. I still was close with him, but because it was the first death, maybe I didn't grasp it. I felt sad, but I didn't cry or anything. So, but that was just one bad thing that happened to me for something in the wintertime. And then the next year, this one I know for sure when it happened because it happened to me. And something else happened in 2008 as well. My closest uncle died. I know this doesn't have anything to do with winter because he actually died in June 8th. It's either June 2nd or June 8th of 2008. And he was my closest uncle. That was the first time I had lost someone I was really close to. And I cried. I really cried really hard. I was 13 at the time, I think. And yeah, so that was one part. So 2008 it wasn't great to begin with, but near the end of it, or near the end of 2008 / 2009 winter, I actually was in a bus wreck going to school. Yep, I was in a bus wreck. It was not fun. I got hurt pretty bad. I'll probably actually save the story for a story time video, but just to mention that, I actually got into a big bus wreck. Was not fun. I'll get into that story in another video, but that's just something to, tack onto. So now after that, we're in 2009, and for a long time, for many, many years, everything had been pretty good, to be honest. No bad winters. However, in a winter time, my dad actually got into his first accident. It wasn't anything big, and this one didn't really affect me mentally or emotionally or anything. It was just a small little thing that I remember. I don't even remember which winter it was in. Maybe 2016, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. But moving on to when the worst of the worst for me happened. So not only do you have those kind of things from my childhood that was bad, then, we move into my adulthood. So, okay. So I have to say, I will probably be putting up that video I talked about in my intro about my story and why I went blind and all that. So it'll go more in depth about this. The thing you have to know about that video is, like I said, it was for a different channel that did not work out, and I had long hair then, and I also wore sunglasses in that video because I have eye crust, really bad eye crust from all the surgeries I had, and I was afraid it would like bother people, so I didn't want to show it. So that's why that's that. But I think I probably will upload it. I just hadn't decided on it. But anyways, so 2017 is when I went blind. Winter of 2017, kind of. My stuff, like my sight started to go in like mid to late November, and then eventually went into I had like surgery on December 6th of 2017, and kind of at that point I was blind, and like the surgery didn't work. I went through a lot of other stuff. Like I said, I went through multiple surgeries for eye pressure, not just my retina. It was hell, like a freaking living hell, to be honest. And not only that, but during that same winter, because my parents kept taking me to this eye institute or whatever that was like an hour away. During that winter, my mom got into a car accident, a pretty good one. Luckily, she was okay. She didn't suffer too much, like too much of an injury, but she was banged up a little bit. But so that was so stressful and really bad, and I was really worried about her. Yeah, she got into a wreck while I was going through my like blindness and surgeries and stuff, and so not a fun time if you couple those things together. That was like probably one of the worst winters ever. And then you go to winter 2018, and the fun did not stop there. So it had been almost or about a year. It pretty much been a year since I had been blind, since the whole thing happened, and I still wasn't over it, and I still am not now, to be really honest with you. I don't know if you can ever truly get over being blind and losing your sight, but I definitely still had not gotten much better after even a year. And in that same time, I'm still trying to get over that, trying to get my feelings out, just feeling really depressed. My closest grandmother died. And so I had a lot of baggage going into 2019. So pretty much she ended up, she didn't have great health to begin with, and eventually stuff just happened, and she ended up like having a heart attack or something. A whole bunch of stuff happened, and eventually she was in a hospital and like in a coma kind of type thing, and pretty much her organs had shut down and stuff, and they were pretty much just like at this first it went to like there being like a 20% chance like maybe she could, but I feel like those doctors were pulling those numbers out of their asses. I don't really think they really knew, to be honest. But we eventually just decided to pull the plug, and so I remember like sitting in the I stayed in the like hospital for like 6 hours there, with everyone coming in and out pretty much. That was kind of, we didn't really have a true funeral for her. That was kind of the funeral, talking about it and all that kind of thing while we were in the hospital, and, just waiting to, let her rest, So I had lost my my biggest, closest grandmother. So that was a good blow, and that was also in winter. So you wrap everything I've had happen to me in winters. Like nothing good has ever really happened to me in winters. I hate winter because of that. And not only that, it's cold. I live in Indiana, and our winter is usually cold. I have a freaking video where I talk about Indiana's weather is really weird, but it's still really cold here. So not only do I have all that baggage from all those times where I hate winter now, not only that, but it's cold. And the only maybe good thing about winter was maybe you could see the white snow. It's a different kind of landscape, and it could look pretty. I don't have sight. I can't even enjoy the sight of snow. So it's just cold to me with bitter, hateful, sad memories. So I literally hate winter. There's nothing I like about winter. I hate it. So yeah, so sorry if this is a little bit rambly. Sorry if it was maybe a little bit of a depressing video. Of course, I'm more over all that stuff now, but it's still not great, you know, to think about. But I just wanted to talk about it, to talk about my feelings about winter, and I felt like, well, it's winter right now, so no better time than to talk about it right now, like, you know, right now for a topic. But yeah, that is why I hate winter. Let me know down in the comments below, you know, how you guys feel about winter, what you think about it. If you even have a real winter, people in the South who get like 70-degree weather while it's like single digits here, you know. Yeah, if you do have actual winter with snow and stuff and it's actually cold and all that, let me know what you think about it. And yeah. So thank you guys for watching and thank you guys for listening, and I will see you guys in the next video.